What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. So in this video, we're going to talk about something that, to be honest, I'm pretty surprised I never talked about with you guys before, but you guys know that I'm very excited for this 2020 Atlanta Falcons pass rush, and in this video, I'm just going to explain why I think it's going to be really good, and we're going to talk about that starting right now. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am very excited to talk about this. I just am so freaking excited for this Falcons 2020 pass rush, and I hope you all are as well. And let's just get it started. The first reason on why you should not sleep on the Falcons pass rush in 2020, and I know this first reason is kind of something every NFL fan base says, but it is true. The Falcons have talented players for the pass rush, and let's just kind of skim through it. We have Grady Jarrett, who had 7.5 sacks, 38 solo tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and he also made his first appearance in the top 100, for whatever that's worth, I guess. Then we also have Dante Fowler Jr., the new signing over the offseason, who I was just so freaking excited for once the Falcons signed him. He had a freaking breakout season. Last year, he had 11.5 sacks, 40 solo tackles, and 2 forced fumbles. Then we also drafted Marlon Davidson, who is just an absolute monster. 6.5 sacks, 29 solo tackles, and 1 forced fumble. By the way, this was his 2019 stats at Auburn, in case you didn't know. But anyway, and then this last player, I don't really want to talk about him because he is kind of getting on my nerves. But whatever, you never know, maybe he does break out. Takk McKinley is still on the roster. He still has some potential, I guess. Last year, he had 3.5 sacks, 18 solo tackles, and 0 forced fumbles. So definitely a big drop-off from Jarrett, Fowler, and Davidson. But you never know. Maybe Takk McKinley does step up. But the 3 players before him, I am very excited for. But the second reason I'm just telling you guys not to sleep on this Falcons pass rush is because the Falcons have a defensive coordinator that no one seems to talk about. And his name is Raheem Morris. Now, long story short, obviously everyone knows that Raheem Morris was only the defensive coordinator for the Falcons, at least as of last year, for the last 8 weeks of the season. The first half of the season, Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator, and that was just a big failure, so they had to move Raheem Morris to defensive coordinator. And going over what all he did for the defenses for a different time, we're going to focus on the pass rush. If you want to know more about Raheem Morris and what he did for the Falcons, check out my Why the Falcons Could Have a Top 10 Defense in 2020. The link is in the description below. But I will say that last year, Raheem Morris turned the Falcons pass rush from literally dead last in the league to actually the top 10. I don't know what more I need to say. That is very impressive. And no one really seems to talk about this defensive coordinator. I feel like when you have a defensive coordinator that does magic almost, you can expect some pretty good things from this pass rush. And then the last reason why you shouldn't sleep on this, and maybe it seems silly, but at the same time, I think it actually should mean something to everyone, is that the players seem to want to be there. I mean, Dante Fowler Jr. joined the Falcons because he wanted to play for Dan Quinn. You got Grady Jarrett claiming that working with him is fun. And also, in his top 100 video, he says that he wants to get better. But I didn't really include that because every player says that. But it still shows that Grady Jarrett is passionate for the game. And then, let's not just forget about Marlon Davidson's interview right here. So, I think this pass rush is going to be really good. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But other than that, I will see you guys with a video this Tuesday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support. And as always, rise up.